I'm Zach, that is in. We welcome to the studio today
Thank you.
a human being who is a Spain-born, Mexican-based singer, actor, genuinely an icon. We got an album, first time in 12 years. Please say hello to Belinda.
Hey.
Thank you.
You really, you give icon energy. But
Do I?
fuck, yes you do. Yes you do. I mean, it's...
Well, I hope that's good, no?
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like that's something that it's decades in the making. And when I say you've been doing this for decades, that's not a fabrication. That's not bullshit. You literally have been doing this since you were 10 years old, working every day.
Yes, I started when I was, I think, 7.
Can you explain to me the challenge that is a telenovela? Because it is a daily thing, right? So it is this exercise in strength that you have to acquire from a really young age.
Yes, because you're not mature enough to decide what you want to do with your life. You know that, I knew I wanted to be a singer. I knew I wanted to act and be a performer, but I didn't know how hard it was going to be on camera all the time. And in Mexico, I started so young that you can't even realize the work. You don't realize how hard it is. You have to wake up early every day. You need to memorize a script, and there's no time to rest. It's just every day. And it was a soap opera, but at the same time musical. So imagine you need to learn the songs, and at the same time you need to act, and at the same time you need to memorize everything, and you need to be pretty, and you need to smile. And you're so young that obviously I was not mature enough to make my decisions,
When you look back at that, right? So not mature enough to make your decisions, but are you grateful for the decisions that were made on your behalf? Or do you look back at them, on them and go, I would have made different ones in hindsight?
I mean, I'm a grateful person, so I love my work. I love music. I love being in the studio and write my songs. That's something that I really enjoy, and that's my therapy. Music is my therapy, and I'm always going to be thankful with my fans and with all the people that have supported me for so many years. But at the same time, I go back and I say, oh, what would have happened if I was not a singer, if I was just like a normal girl in school? What would I be doing today? So there's questions, but I'm always grateful. So I think that those decisions, made me who I am now. So I'm grateful for that. Was
music used as a form of therapy dating all the way back to 2003?
I think yes. I think that I've been my personality was very... I know I look like I'm not shy, but I've always been kind of shy, and I like to be secluded, and I don't like to be surrounded by so many people. I feel a little uncomfortable sometimes. And when I was in my house or wherever I was, on the beach or on a hotel on tour when I was 13 or 14, I remember when I started writing in my notebook. And it was a therapy since then. It's not now. It's been forever my safe zone, my music, my writing, my lyrics. I remember that I didn't know how to express myself to, I don't know, a guy that I liked. And I just started writing notes and music and songs and letters to them, to my friends, or to a boyfriend at that time. So
can you explain to me how the sessions would be set up back then? Would you take these letters that you wrote or these notes you had and bring it to a producer? And does any of that apply to your early stuff, like Lo Siento or Angel?
Yes. I wrote all my songs since my first album till now.
That's crazy.
And it's funny because there's one song that right now is viral on TikTok. There's more than 20,000 creations for this song, which talks about an experience with someone that made me feel less because because of my work, because I was an artist.
It's fantastic.
But yes, I've lived different like horrible moments in my life, and this was one of them. And so many girls have been related to this song. It's incredible. If you see all the creations.
What song is it?
Heterochromia.
Heterochromia. Oh, when you have two different colored eyes.
Yes, this guy had this different color eye, and he was so sweet at the beginning, and then I started seeing behaviors that were very bad, and that we can't let anybody treat us like we are less than them, because that's not good for your mental health and for your heart and for you, to feel secure. You need to treat people with respect. And I wrote this letter, and then I made this letter song, and I never thought this song would be so successful. It has more than 20,000 creations in less than a week.
How old were you when you wrote that?
No, it was like last year.
Wait, so holy shit. I love this exercise of writing a letter to someone and then turning that into a song.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Indómita?
Indómita.
I said Indómita.
Yes, Indómita.
Say
That's
it, Daniel.
perfect.
Indómita.
There we go. First album in like 12 years. Why now?
I think that in the last years, music industry have changed so much that when I started, I had the physical album and the CD, and I used to like love the photography and everything on the book. I remember my first album was, Chumbawamba, I Get Knocked Down.
Yeah, of course.
I love that album. And I remember I went to the store and I heard this album, and I was, Dad, I want this album. Please buy it to me. And I remember the feeling of having my physical album, and then I bought A Rush of Blood to the Head, Coldplay, and I remember the feeling, and I was so sad when that ended, and we started all this new era of music with digital platforms, and I don't know, it made me not be so inspired until now. I think that inspiration comes when you least expect it, and this happened to me with this album, Indómita.
So, by the way, you sell millions and millions and millions of physical copies of albums. Like, that is the era in which you were making music. Like, quite literally, like the glory days of music. I mean, when people, like you said, bought and respected albums, it was this thing that, like, the buildup around it was crazy, and then you sat with it and loved it for, so long. At the same time you were releasing music, I remember like doing the same with people like Aaron Carter and like Uncle Cracker, and like loving these albums, and really it meant something. It was like an extension of you. You were so proud of it.
Everything, like I remember when I released my first album, I was so proud of it, and I looked at the photos, and the more time you have a CD, it's more valuable, because you see even the paper, how it becomes older, and I don't know how to explain this, but it's like the smell and the touch, and when you put the CD and you played the song you wanted to play, it was just an experience. The album was a complete experience, and I miss that sometimes. I miss it.
I mean, are there any elements of that process that you try to still carry with you today when you're releasing this album?
Totally. I get involved in everything. I'm a control freak of my work. Like I said, I write my songs. I stay in the studio until 6 a.m. Everybody tells me, please, Beli, this is great. You need to stop being so obsessed with the mix and the sound, and this. And it sounds great, and it's so hard for me because I try to look for perfection all the time in the songs, in the photos, in the concept. Indómita is a concept. I was inspired by Joan of Arc, Jane Austen, Frida Kahlo, like all these powerful women that made history with the strength and how they were so powerful and strong and yeah, that was like the inspiration for this album. So if you see the
visuals are crazy,
the videos, and if you see the art, you're gonna okay, this was like a Frida Kahlo inspiration, or this.
Yeah, there's armor, there's knights, there's chainmail, a lot of swords, very fantastical. Swords. I mean, how did you make your way into that aesthetic, into that? I mean, that Joan of Arc, Frida Kahlo energy. I mean, does that stem from this idea of you embracing contradictions? Because that is a part of what this album means, right?
Yeah. I think I wanted to do something very artistic, different. I love Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and all these kind of como cuentos, like a story from a book, and you see
stories, fairy tales,
fantasy. Like I love fantasy, so I like to mix fantasy with reality, like a utopia world. And it's part of me. I'm always fantasizing about everything. And what if I do this? And people say, this is going to be impossible. How are you going to fly and at the same time have a sword and at the same time cry, I don't know, blood? And for me, anything is possible in terms of music, in terms of art. I try to make everything possible with my imagination. And that's my inspiration.
Where is that rooted? Like this idea that anything is physically possible. Like, yes, like you can dream it, you can do it. Like that's very much like a TV mindset or a movie mindset. Like, think about it. Like that's like the job of making a movie or a TV show. It's like if you write it on paper, it's somebody's job to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I promise everybody tells me, Beli, can you do something simple, or I just like to see people's faces when they see my work. They're, oh my God, how did you do that? I love when people say, how did you do that? I say, I don't know, but I did it. And that face and the surprise of my friends and my fans and all the people that support me, that makes me happy.
How much of that is a challenge? And like how much of that is like your reason why? Like even as it relates to releasing music still.
Why? Because like why do I still do music?
I mean like this idea of like that reaction from somebody asking you, how did you do that? Is that what pushes you?
No. Obviously music, being in the studio and create. I'm a creative person. So if I'm not creating something, I feel like I'm not living. I'm addicted to create.
So do you write any music over the 12 years between albums?
Of course. I've written many songs between albums. I just didn't release a solo album for many years, but I've had songs with Pitbull. I've had songs with Juan Magán, Los Ángeles Azules. That is an amazing cumbia band in Mexico. You said yes, Los Ángeles Azules. So I always create music, even if it's not for me, if it's for other people, for other artists, for other musicians. I just love being in the studio. I even direct videos for my friends. I'm always talking about music. It doesn't matter if it's for me or if it's for other people.
Hey, beautiful human, I don't think you expected to see me standing and talking to you like this, but I have a message. It's Prime Day and it's summer. Come on, if you want to stream music and stream your favorite podcast, we got a whole list of the top ones ad-free, or listen to audiobooks right now for free, you can. Amazon Music Unlimited is waiting for you. 4 months free if you're a Prime member, 3 months free if you're not. Either way, scan the code, click the link below, try AmazonMusic.com/Zach. It's waiting for you. Come on, celebrate Prime Day, celebrate summer, and listen to what you love for free. So how did you know it was time to make an album for you? Like,
oh my God, my fans were so intense with Beli, please your album, Beli, please your album. That was something that I knew I had to do. And out of nowhere, I started feeling this necessity of having my album. And I dreamed about Indómita, the name of the album. I had dreams, constant dreams about Indómita. So I had the title of the album first, and then all the songs came along, like one song, and then the title of the other song, and then the rhythm of the song. So, for example, for the one that Heterocromia, the song that I told you that is viral right now, and it has more than 20,000 creations. I got inspired. You've seen the Disney movie Aristogatos,
Yes.
like the dun 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 dun, da, and all the cats, and
of course.
so I took this sample of this movie, and the beginning of my song is this sample, and I changed the lyrics, and obviously people have fun creating their videos because I talk about, the drink Aperol and Loro Piana, which is a very like expensive and exclusive brand of clothes. So it's just having fun and enjoying, and I love doing music that is different, that is disruptive. You don't think that this intro is going to have the end of another completely different sound. So I like to mix different sounds. I like to mix corridos tumbados with pop, with urban, and then I don't like to feel in a box when I'm creating. I hate when people say, "Oh, you sing pop." I say, "No, I sing everything. I sing a ballad, I can sing a rock song, I play drums." So I like to be disruptive. I don't know if I said it correctly, but I think it's disruptive.
Fuck yeah. Can we talk about Corridos Coquette, which is like essentially trap corridos, right?
Yeah, it's like a different way of saying corridos tumbados, but with my touch.
Interesting. Like, but okay, wait, hold on. Can we break it down though? Because there is, with 300 Noches, how does that record come to be? Because that is a blend of like traditional Mexican corridos and trap, but like, how is that born from you?
You've heard 300 Noches?
Yeah.
It's more than that's a like a ballad, like a pop ballad mixed with the corridos tumbados, a guitar with trombone. I don't know if it has charchetas. I have to think about that. I'm not sure, but it's a ballad. It's a romantic song, and I started with that melody in a voice note. Like I was in my room and I started thinking about this melody, like da 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 da, and then I wrote the lyrics, and it's 300 nights how much it took me to forget about a love that I was. It was so much pain, and it took me like 300 nights. Can you imagine that I counted every night I was in pain? And that's why I wrote 300 nights, because of this.
Were you healed on the 300th night?
I was healed.
And at what point does the song come in?
Like the 301
one
night. Like I had my broken heart 300 nights, and then I wrote this song.
By the way, I'm fucked on my notes. I was talking about trap. I know
yeah,
the song.
This song. Yeah,
no, but Nathaniel does trap corridos.
Yes, no, he does everything. He's amazing.
Yeah. So why was he the right person for this story?
Because when I first started liking corridos tumbados was because of Natanael Cano. When I first saw him, I was, oh my God, is this a new type of music? This is a new sound. I love it. There's no women doing this. So I was very motivated to do something different with this kind of music that is Mexican. I'm so proud of Mexico and of my Latin my Latin roots and being Mexican and feeling my culture and all the people that are Mexicans in the world. I just feel so proud, and I wanted to do something with this sound.
I got to talk about Wet Dreams.
Wet Dreams, Tokischa.
I mean, very straightforward.
She's been here.
No. But
She's amazing. You're gonna laugh so much when she comes here. Like if you ever invite her, she's
honest.
an icon.
That.
She's really an icon.
How did that? Do you give her a finished record with just a placeholder for her, or how does that work?
So we wanted to work together for so long, and I love her music since she started. I think she's very authentic. Her music is so authentic. She's the way you see her on camera and how she speaks and how she performs is how she is in real life all the time. Her vibe is so unique, so sexy. And I wanted to do a song, but I was kind of scared. I was like, Toki, what are we going to do? Because I'm not so sexy like you, and I'm not so open-minded with sexual lyrics. She said, Mami, yo voy a hacer lo que yo quiera. Tú te aguantas, tú quieres una canción, la vamos a tener, pero yo voy a cantar lo que yo quiera. Y tú también vas a cantar lo que a mí me gusta. Y yo, bueno, está bien, okay, I'm gonna trust you. So it's a very sexual song, but it's cool. I like it.
I'm only fucking shouting, moaning. I'm squirting, daddy. You're drinking it.
Oh my God. You have the...
Just keep swallowing. I'll keep moaning.
Oh my God.
I mean, those are the lyrics.
You didn't know. You didn't have the lyrics. No. I was so...
Are you... what are you talking about? Don't have the lyrics.
I told you it was sexy.
Yeah.
I know, I need water. Dios mío. Dios mío.
What's been the response on that record?
She wrote that song.
So you...
Most of it.
Did she write those lyrics?
I wrote some of the lyrics, but on this one, she wrote more.
Okay, so
You'll never know.
Okay, so
You'll never know. This is something I'm going to keep for myself, and nobody's going to know how much I wrote of this song.
And can you only write a song like this after you have healed from a broken heart, or is it during the process of healing from a broken heart?
No, I mean, for this record, for this album in general, people, like all my friends, they've inspired me so much. Like when I was with Tokischa, her vibe inspired me. So it's not necessarily writing after a broken heart. It's just vibing and being inspired by the people you're working with, for like all the producers that I had the chance to work with, so amazing and so talented that I was so inspired by them in every single way, and how they played guitar and how they were so like me with the work, so obsessive and just vibing, and it doesn't matter how much time we spend on a studio together. We just want to make it sound amazing.
But could a song like What Dreams be made while you're in a relationship?
No, I was not on a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a part of the process of healing.
Yes, maybe if I had a boyfriend and I wrote that song, he would have been, for who you wrote this song. Yeah. So I didn't have to say anything. It's for me.
It's a great record. A lot of collaborations on here.
It was so easy with all the collabs. It was so organic. I can't explain, but it was so organic. Everything was meant to be for this album the way it is. I didn't have to work so much. I know in my life I've worked so much sometimes to get a collab, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to have this collab. I want to do this, and it's a hard time sometimes to get to the other artist's agenda and to make him or her go to the studio and record the song. For this album, all the collabs wanted to be, like all the artists, they wanted to be on the album. I didn't have to work so much to make them go to the studio. It was just meant to be.
Any song or collaboration push you the furthest out of your comfort zone?
Tokischa. Wet Dreams. That was when my dad heard this song for the first time, he was like, what? I'm like, no. That's not my part. Because Toki's voice and mine are a little bit similar. So sometimes you don't know which, like if it's me or if it's her who's singing. So I was, Papa, that's not me. That's Toki. Okay. So I can get away with that one.
Cactus?
Cactus. Cactus is beautiful because it was my first single. And it's so beautiful. I was scared because for the first time I was mixing corridos tumbados, like the corrido tumbado sound with my pop sound. So I was a little nervous. I didn't know how they were gonna react with the song.
I mean, in the record, you reference like being manipulated, being erased from somebody's narrative. How did you approach something that was so emotionally sensitive? Like, was it hard? Did it come naturally?
I think until you confront your insecurities, then you're gonna feel relieved. I don't know how to explain this in English. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I try. I haven't had an American boyfriend in a long time, so I forget how to say things.
By the way, I get what you're saying, right? Like confronting, I do understand you. I mean, like, by the way, like coming face to face with the hardest shit.
Yes. Then you feel, I did it. When you're like, you feel secluded, you feel insecure, you don't want to see what's in front of you or the fear or yes, just you need to
Confrontation.
Confrontar.
It's
tus peores miedos, your deepest fears, what makes you feel insecure. And I wanted to just say, okay, whatever you want to say about me, because I started so young. People make up stories all the time about my life. They know how I am, but they don't really know anything about me. Until you just say, okay, say whatever you want to say. I know who I am, my friends, my family. I know that I'm a good person, and whatever you say, it's not gonna affect me. Until I said that to myself and to everybody, the hate stopped. But the more I was secluded, the more I was just trying to hide myself and not speak about it, and not people, yes, why you're not saying anything, why you are hiding, why she doesn't want to. And now whatever they want to say about me, I'm fine. I know who I am. I know how much work I put into everything and how much effort and how much energy and how much love, because I really, everything I do, I just put so much love into it, and people see it now.
That's a beautiful thing to come to terms with and to accept, and that allows you to live more free, right?
Yes. Freedom. With this album, I feel free for the first time in my life. I was always trying to be perfect and, what are the comments, or what are they saying, or why they don't like it? And I was, but why? And now I like it. I'm happy with it. I make it for myself, and then I give it to the world. And that's what this album is about.
Who do you make music for, really?
Right now, I make music for me and for all the people that feel related to the lyrics. And because it's not only about a broken heart. There's a song that is beautiful. It's Cursi de Más. It's the first song of the album, and it talks about love and how you feel when you're in love, and the energy that comes out of love. And there's so many people that love this song, and they put this song on the weddings, and they put this song, they do like different edits from their relationships, and they put it together, and they use this song, and that makes me feel happy too. It's not only about broken heart. It's an album to inspire. It's an album to feel strong. It's an album to feel, powerful.
By the way, in order to even cover like a broken heart, you need to touch on all those things. Plus, you also need to touch on what makes love so special. Like what fueled this hurt to begin with, which is, I mean, like the fact that people could take that and apply it to their new love, their lasting
I love
love.
that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Art's really special. You really should
Is
listen.
my English good?
Oh, you're fucking flawless.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not perfect with English, but I can defend myself.
No, you do a great job. How'd you learn the language? Was it through watching movies and TV?
I've always loved watching movies, and I don't like them dubbed in Spanish. So I was with the subtitles, and so I've watched many movies. Obviously, I went to school. I had like a teacher that came to my house and to wherever I was recording albums, and she was teaching me all the time. And the boyfriends, the American boyfriends here and there that I've had. So yeah.
That's kind of the best way to learn, isn't it?
Yes, because you're, hi all the time. How are you? Yes, I'm here. How do you say this? And you're not shy to ask.
Yeah.
How do you say this? Because we're shy. Sometimes you're shy to ask something, and we never need to be shy. No, how do you say? What's that?
Embarrassed?
Yeah, we don't need to be shy about asking questions.
Yeah.
How do you say this? How do you?
Safe
But
space.
I was always, I know, I don't want to ask how to say this. So I'm just going to make up a word.
I dated some guy one time from Colombia, and I do believe he like kept the relationship going even longer than he wanted to because one, he like sleeping in my bed, like not with me, but he liked the comfort of the mattress. And then was also really liked learning English from talking to me because like, it was, like,
I understand.
Yeah, like he definitely hung around for like a month and a half, 2 months, like
Just to learn.
Yes, I was like, fuck.
I have done that. I'm so sorry.
And I started picking it up. I was like, oh, I think he has ulterior motives. He likes my mattress. And
No, I think you're
we were
amazing,
talking.
and he liked you
well,
because you're great.
thank you so much.
So it's not only about the language, because I understand you need to like feel like you're learning with someone. That's part of admiring and feeling out of your comfort zone, and that energy is amazing.
Totally.
But you need to like someone a lot to so
We hung out.
and you're great.
It was nice. Thank you. Real recognizes real. Appreciate you. What are you thinking?
How does Silvana fit into the story of this album?
Ooh, Silvana is it's a great song because it was the name of a telenovela I did many years ago, and that character, people loved that character. People was in love with Silvana because she was kind of badass and she was cool and strong, and she didn't have fear of confronting other people, and she was like Mean Girls, Regina George.
Any part of that admirable or any part of that character you'd like to embody yourself?
I mean, it's cool, no? Like she's cool. I remember her, and she's cool. I like that character. So Silvana was kind of, in our Mexican world, it was like her. And I wanted to write a song about what Silvana would say if she was right now in 2025. What would she sing? What would she talk about? And that's why I wrote the song.
Does it change your relationship with that character at all? Writing a song from her perspective?
I think yes, because I feel she's alive now, again, in me. Like she, because sometimes because I do also, I act, and you do a character and the character dies. You don't have the chance to be with this character again. There's movies, there's series, and it dies with you. You remember this character, but you don't have to, you don't grow with this character. And with Silvana, I just saw her again on this album. So she's alive now again with Indómita, which was cool.
How did you imagine her growth between now and when?
I think a disaster. I think she was very rebel, and she likes just clubs and have fun, and she doesn't care whatever people say, and she's always lying, and she's a disaster. But she's gonna at some point she's gonna be mature and she's gonna make better decisions. But right now, I think she's just enjoying life, having fun, drinking, and enjoying life.
What does acting give you that music doesn't, creatively or fulfillment-wise?
I think that when I do music, if you see my music videos, I always like to mix acting with music. So I'm always trying to have both worlds. And I think both worlds are amazing, and you can have both worlds. And I just love in my music videos to have the mix of acting something and then singing it.
Has music ever influenced or impacted how you approach a role?
Yes, of course. I think that when I do characters, which by the way, I did a show. I just did a show called Mentiras. It's amazing. It's in Amazon Prime.
By the way, I love how you go, like you just casually mentioned like, oh, I do some acting. Like you don't just do some acting. You were in Who Killed Him, which by the way is the most popular show to ever be released on Prime Video Mexico.
Yes.
Still to date. It's a miniseries. You should watch it.
I think that Mentiras, the one that I released 1 week ago, it's doing better.
Really?
Yes. That show is amazing. You're going to have so much fun. It's about 4, I don't want to spoil anything, but
Do it. We're here at Amazon.
okay. It's about 4 women, and they realize that they've been with the same guy for many years, and he's been lying to them, and he pretends to be dead, and they all meet at the funeral. And who are you? I'm the wife. And I'm the lover. The secretary is like the lover of no, it's so funny. It's a comedy, but at the same time, it's a musical. So it's like a mini Moulin Rouge inspiration, and it's so cool. It's so fun. And I think you're going to enjoy that show a lot. You guys are going to like it.
We'll put a link below if you
and
want
it
to
has
watch
music.
Amazon.com/zachsang show. There'll be a link right there. I mean, there is. Do these things work together for each other? Like acting and music in your life? Yes, because so much of what you do is musical based, but still acting. Like from the very beginning.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I love how they blend. I love when I'm doing both.
Like, what are the chances of that?
It's I don't know, not so many chances.
Cheetah
because-
Girls.
Yes. By the way, icon.
Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls, of course. Cheetah Girls. Raven.
You've done so many things that are
Cheetah
both
Girls
movies
too.
and musicals. Yeah, you're an icon.
Oh,
But that's like Cheetah Girls is a big deal.
Cheetah Girls, being a Disney girl, it's always a big deal. I love Disney, and it's just great. And the experience of that was I worked with Kenny Ortega, which is amazing. He was so, I remember, because I'm not so good with dance. You know, that's something that I need to work on more, because I feel débil, weak. I'm not so strong with dance. So I remember Kenny was, no, Belinda, like this. And he made me so much better. Like he made me a better dancer when I thought I could never be a better dancer. You know, that insecurity, he helped me so much. And all the people that worked on that movie, they were so amazing to me.
He helped you by pushing you, but also
pushing me.
reminding you that you still were supported while being pushed out of your comfort zone.
Yes. I need someone to like say, Beli, you can do it. You can. And then that makes me feel strong.
Mary Soul, iconic character.
I'm a Leo. What sign are you?
Wait. You're a Leo? I'm a Taurus.
Tauro?
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
Sagittarius.
Sagittario. Okay.
You're
My
big
best
into-
friend is Sagittario too.
Interesting sign. Are you
Yes.
into astrology? You believe?
I love and I have many like this a couple of songs I mention the signs. There's a song actually called Aries.
I have notes on it.
Aries?
Aries.
Aries.
Yeah, track number 3. Aries. Are you writing about an actual, like an Aries? Like a person who...
And it's funny because the fans, she made this song for I don't know what name they made up, I don't know. But this song, I've never been with an Aries. I don't know, like I've never been in a relationship with an Aries, but I think it's so cool because it's a fire sign, like Leo. So the song talks about, you're so Aries, I'm so Leo, we are fire, and we exploded. So much fire, we couldn't deal with it. But I've never been in a relationship with an Aries, but I know they're strong. Like you've been with an Aries?
No. I've really just been with a, what's he? He's crazy. What's February?
Oy.
Kelsey? Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah, nuts.
I've never been with a Pisces.
What signs have you been with?
Capricornio.
Interesting.
The worst. I'll tell you which one. Oh my God.
Scorpios are the worst.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Actually,
They're bad.
heterocromia.
No, they're
like,
the worst people.
Escorpión, Dios mío santo.
Yeah.
O sea, like Ron.
Santi Cristo is fucking right.
Sí,
Dude.
sí. Santo como?
I want to pray right now.
What's wrong with
Yes.
Scorpios?
It's
Yes,
bad.
Scorpio.
It's bad.
Oh my God. When you least expect it,
Yes.
they're gonna just poof, and they're so intense that you become addicted
Yes,
to the
intensity. Yes.
Like you feel, oh my God, yes, I love this feeling. I'm living right now. And then you feel so dead that it's not worth the energy and the intensity. It's not worth then the heartbroken and the el pinchazo, the poison.
It's bad. It's bad. It takes a while. It takes a while for that poison to get out of your system.
Yes. A lot to take the
Holy-
poison out of the system.
This is not the first time I've connected with somebody on the type of person a Scorpio is, and I just got pen on my face. But
you're telling me that you've loved as a Scorpio, right? So much.
I don't want to confirm or deny it, but
you have to confirm.
Okay. Yes.
I know. Yes.
And it was amazing until it really was the worst possible thing ever.
And did you feel also like trapped in the energy they
my
have?
God,
Because
yeah.
they're so they
were getting me to do things I would never do, pushing me out of my comfort zone. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I would literally jump off a building if it meant following you, because that was the energy they were giving. It was crazy.
I know. You become addicted to that energy.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, and then you see other signs, and you're okay. I kind of like you think about the Scorpio energy, and you're never gonna get that again. But you say, okay, I prefer to be in this area than in that area. I hope I don't meet a Scorpio again.
It is so real. It is a poison that is like multi-layered and like shows itself over time.
Yes.
You get stung, and the fucking side effects, they take a range of side effects.
How is that possible? How is that possible? And they're all the same.
They're all the same. Dude, they're narcissists, sociopaths.
Yes.
Crazy fucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, all the Scorpios are watching this.
I don't
What
want
are
them
they
to
gonna
watch.
say?
Get the tune out. I don't want you here. Fucking get out.
Oh my God, are you Scorpio? No.
No,
What?
we don't.
¿Qué eres?
I don't work with Scorpios.
Leo?
Yeah. Right. We don't work with Scorpios, right? You're not one, Kelsey, right? Thank you. Yeah, I don't work with them. That's
No,
we check signs when people.
Yes. I love that. I love that. Me too. Like now, but it's after specifically Scorpio.
Yes.
Because, I've met amazing people that are from other signs. But with Scorpio, I just run away. Like now, are you Scorpio? Okay. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. No. Not involved emotionally. It's not going to work.
Honestly, in any way. Like it's just so real. Wow. I feel understood. Damn. Thank you for that.
So the love of your life is a Scorpio?
No.
No. Just an intense relationship.
No, just, it was, we were friends and it was crazy.
But you fell in love.
I could have had feelings that ebbed and flowed as the days went in and out. But the reality was like, it was
a disaster.
It wasn't for a while, and then it was a disaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, God, signs are real, dude. Can we talk about La Mala? Did I say that right?
La Mala.
Fuck yeah. What does that mean?
La Mala, the bad girl.
Ooh.
The bad girl is when we talked about confronting your fears. This song talks about that because when you work since you're little, you're vulnerable to people's opinion, and people have opinions about you all the time, and they don't even know you. This is something I had to live with it every day. Oh my God, what are they saying this? And why are they saying that? And why are they making up the stories? And I wrote this song for all the people that have been part of like a plan of making your reputation terrible. But it's a plan because, oh, yes, I know this girl and yes, she's done that. And then other person says, oh, no, and this and that. And they add more to the story. This is something that they add and add and add until it's a complete lie. So it's about that. Even when you're in school. Is this something that
happened to you?
All the time. Even when you're in school, oh, she kissed this guy or she copied, and it's part of a plan because sometimes people are mean. We live in a mean world. We need to accept that the intentions of most of the people are not always the best. And it's a cruel world. And it talks about that.
Real.
It's real because I can say, oh, I'm a good person. You're a good person. All the people in this room.
Well,
but
you don't know until you act.
If you go out to the real world, there's so many people that they don't feel anymore, or they don't understand how much damage they can create to someone else when they say a bad comment or when they just bully someone. They don't understand how much pain you can cause to someone else when you say something, because sometimes people are very sensitive. I'm very sensitive. So I'm so, like, what you see is what you get from me. I'm not hiding another personality. I'm just who I am. And I'm so sensitive always, and now less. But before I used to cry. I felt so insecure about what people would say about me. And now with this song, I just feel free about that. You can say whatever you want to say. And when I go to a dinner with people, they always say this, Beli, why people say so many things about you and that's not who you are? My God, you're so different to what people told me about you. Okay, I'm used to this phrase. All the time I hear this. You need to get to know someone to make a judgment and to have an opinion. If you don't know this person, why are you making up stories because you see a photo or because someone told you something? You can't just judge until you get to meet this person.
Amen. Hard to have to battle those preconceived ideas.
Yes.
Right? Because it's just you're always going up against something.
Yes.
People know you before or think they know you before they know you.
Of course. Like before we talked, I come with my the people that do my hair, the makeup, and you must say, oh my God, this Latin girl is like a diva. She likes her right side, but I'm funny. I'm a good person. I like my right side. Yes, I'm kind of, I like to look good, but I'm a good person. When you get to know me, you say, oh, Beli is nice. She's funny. You can talk to her.
Sis, I say with nothing but love, the amount of crazy requests we've received and what it would take for somebody to reach diva status in my brain for me to form that as a judgment, you would need to ask me to land in a helicopter on our front lawn. So you're fine. Don't worry. We didn't. But also, I'm a very unique. This is a unique situation.
I would make you do that.
I mean, if you need, I mean,
I would make you go to a helicopter and come to the craziest island in Mexico, and
that's sick. I'd do that.
I love that. Next time.
What is it like to be famous in Mexico, though? Like, I mean, it has to be on another level. Like, do you have security? Is it hard to leave your house?
I mean, it's hard to say because Mexico is so amazing, and it's so. I just love people. I love when people say, Beli, this song made me a better person, or this song helped me through a heartbreak. And I hear this song all the time, and my kid grew up with your song. So I'm so grateful that I have nothing to say, that I'm just so grateful. It's hard sometimes because, and I like to go to the market and to the stores in pajama, in my pajamas.
Yeah.
Because I'm always dressed and I'm always on dresses and makeup perfect. That when I have free time, I just like to be in my pajamas all the time. So people, oh, Beli, is that you? Oh, why are you wearing pajamas? Oh, because I have free time. I just wanna
wear your PJs, yeah.
Wear my PJs. But no, people is very nice to me. They've in Mexico, they treat you so good. Like if you're part of their family. I don't feel so loved in other countries like in Mexico. And no matter if I'm famous or no, it can be whoever from Italy, and they don't know you, but Mexicans, they make you feel loved and welcome, and they're so loving and so passionate about making you feel good and comfortable that it's crazy.
And you're right, they'll do it to anybody. That's their heart.
And it's not about me being famous because, yes, I'm famous, but when I bring friends that are, I don't know, a dentist or whatever they do, or working on something else. Oh my God, you like Mexico? Oh, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to be happy. What do you like to eat? So, servicial. Service. Everything is just about making you feel good. You've been to Mexico. You've been in Mexico?
I've never been to Mexico.
I can't believe this.
I'm
gonna make you go
Please.
With a helicopter to Mexico, and you're gonna do the craziest thing, and you're never gonna want to leave. When you go to Mexico, you don't want to leave. The food, the people.
The people are amazing, the people and the culture is vital in my life and how I operate. And they are the best people with the biggest hearts and the smartest human beings who work so incredibly hard. And like, I genuinely could, they're amazing people.
Yes.
Like I literally would trust them with everything I have and then some. Like they're a part of my family. I mean, and that's like it's very fascinating. Like even to be, you talk about like being a part of their family. You are a part of their family because you are in their home every day. Like it's millions and millions and millions of people gathered around their television every day at the height of like cable's popularity to watch you. That's fucking nuts.
Yes.
Like that amount of like eyeballs on a single television may never exist like that ever again. Even the most popular stuff on Prime, it's not as big as like what cable used to be. You know what I mean?
No, it was huge. It was huge. Everybody, I remember, they used to, oh my God, the telenovela is going to start at 8. We can't miss the show. No matter what they were doing, if they had an exam the next day, if they had to work, they would all gather together
Yeah, gather together.
Gather together. Like from 1 to 10, be honest. How my English?
You're like a 9.
Oy,
Yeah.
a 9. I thought like a 6.
Yeah, thanks to the Scorpio who taught you some things.
Ay, no, qué horror. Dios mío. Yeah, so they would all gather together to watch the telenovelas.
Like,
Oh
what
my
a
God, we're
special-
never gonna forget about the Scorpio.
Oh, no. It
We're
haunts me.
always gonna make this joke.
Yes. But that was a special time. Like, that was a
But
special
he
thing.
did. It was not the Scorpio who taught me.
No.
He was.
But no, genuinely though, like people gathering around their television, appointment viewing, this idea like at 8 o'clock, like you had nothing else to do besides watch this telenovela.
I know.
We may
Yes.
never be in that.
Situation again.
Yeah.
No, because now with platforms it works different. You can watch. You're always gonna have that, so you can watch it whenever you want to watch it. So it's different. It's when I tell you about the CDs, and
It's so
and
cool.
it was so amazing how you would go to the store. It was a special moment. You buy your CD, you go to the car, you play the song you want to play. I used to read the lyrics, and I used to see all the photos. It was an experience. It was so fun, and when you lose that, it's sad. I wish we could go back to that to that era that was so amazing too.
Take me back to 2006, man. Utopia was coming out. Times were different.
Yes, times are different, but we need to accept what we have and grow with that because it's part of life. Just adapt.
By the way, Utopia nominated for 2 Latin Grammys. You were the real deal.
I hope Indómita gets nominated. If not, I'm going to be sad.
Knock on that log right there. It's a lucky log.
It's a look. This?
Yeah.
Ay, por favor. Por favor, Dios mío, sí.
You should listen to Indómita. It's waiting for you on Amazon. The link is below. Also, you can watch all of her stuff on Prime Video. We're going to put a link below. Or if you just like go to amazon.com/zachsang show, we'll put it all there. What are you thinking over there?
What's your relationship like with Bad Bunny? Because you guys both name drop each other on your albums.
It's funny because we haven't met.
You've never met.
What?
No. And he randomly said that in a song. And I was like, oh my God, that's so fun. I want to reply. And La Cuadrada, it's like the answer to that. It's very cool because in 2 songs he mentioned Silvana, actually, this character that was
From the telenovela.
from the telenovela that everybody gathered together to watch the telenovela Cómplices al Rescate. It was a moment. And after that he said Mariana y Silvana. Wow. No, Silvana. Sí, Silvana. It was about two twins.
The
show.
Okay.
And he mentions Silvana.
Wait, so you were a twin?
Yes, I was a twin. So imagine double work. I was the good one,
Wait,
and I
fuck
was the
off.
mean one.
You played both roles.
I played both roles.
Wait,
Silvana used to talk more like she was with this kind of voice, and the other one was so sweet, and she liked Mexican music, and Silvana was like, oh, I'm so much better than you. You're so like stupid, and Mariana was so nice and sweet. Nobody remembers the sweet one. That's like nobody remembered. I think Silvana was a Scorpio, by the way.
Wait.
If she had a sign, she would be a Scorpio.
Hold on.
Definitely her
Someone
energy.
should have told me that we were talking to a human being who plays 2 characters on a daily fucking telenovela. This is what? That's what? You play twins?
Twins.
Holy
Twins.
shit.
You're gonna if you see
I'm going back and watching all of it.
yeah, like Cómplices, you're gonna laugh so much because you're gonna see. But why people doesn't remember Mariana, the good one? Can you please answer that?
I mean, people always like, dude, bad boys, evil people.
Yes. Why? Why is this? Why?
Come on. It's like, why does the news only give me bad news and not share any good news? Like, people love bad. Like, we remember the bad. The good, it just passes through.
Yes.
It's like comments. Like, you're going to be affected by one bad comment and you get like
It's true.
100 good ones. And who gives a shit?
Yes, I see like all the good comments and then one, and I'm like, why? It's funny. It's funny. I haven't thought about that because in this show that was so successful, people always remember Silvana. Oh, I want to be like Silvana. Oh, I love Silvana. And what happened to the other girl that was so sweet? She gave her life for her sister, and the sister that Silvana was so mean.
Wait, she gave her she died for her sister?
She would have.
Oh.
Definitely. If she loved her sister, her mean sister so much, and Silvana was terrible with her. She would make her feel bad. She would just push her away from everything. He was a mean sister.
Was there ever a day you came into work and was like, holy shit, like this script is ridiculous. This is the most insane storyline ever.
With this one or with
just any telenovela?
This one was crazy because I didn't know how I was gonna get through it. I thought I was gonna die in the middle of the Imagine working so many hours doing 2 characters.
That's insane.
And making, I don't know, like 30 scenes per day. Because it was like telenovelas lasted years. It was not like, 3 months of hard work or 6 months. No, this lasted for years.
5 days a week.
Not 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Working on and obviously, yes, from like Monday till Friday, but I would work Saturdays too, and sometimes Sundays if we didn't finish the scenes that were booked for that specific week. We would have we would continue working until I don't know.
So would you know the storylines for the entire week? For the week, like when did you get them? Like, did you get the week?
One day before.
Really?
One day before. It was a survivor part of like a survivor moment in my life.
If you can do that, you can quite literally do anything.
You can do anything. After doing telenovelas in Mexico, you're capable of doing anything. You can work 16 hours per day, 20 hours per day. You're invincible.
But this was your second telenovela?
Third.
The first one was a musical.
Yes, all of them were musicals. All of them.
Yeah. Okay. So do you just do this stuff on autopilot? Meaning, like
sometimes I feel like a little bit a kind of like a robot. Like when I was in Cannes and I don't remember. I think I was in pilot mode.
But would you get that way on set? Like, would you?
Sometimes, yes. Like when I'm so tired, I just focus and I'm used to like finish work that I never say, okay, I'm done. I just until we finish. And I mean, when with music and when I'm in the studio writing music, I just forget about the time because I enjoy it so much. It's my favorite moment. It's the part of my job that I would repeat and repeat, and repeat just when I'm doing music, when I'm writing songs in the studio and trying to make this work, and I want to have this new sound and I want to mix this, and producers are like, Beli, when are you going to stop? You're never going to stop. Like this is done for today. No. And I go to my house and do you remember this part of the song? Do you remember this sound, a specific sound? I want it louder.
But is there something to music too that like it's under your control? Whereas when you're an actor, like it's not under your control. Like you have an obligation to bring to life whatever's on the paper. You know, you're not directing it, you didn't write it. But whereas music is like you really orchestrate every single layer of it.
Yes, like I'm always involved in music so much that for me, like honestly, for this album, the record label had to say, Beli, it's done. Because I didn't want to, it was something that I didn't want to finish. Like I thought it was not done. Because with music, for me, it's never done. I can always make it better. I can always find the imperfection and try to make it perfect. And the truth is, it's never going to be done with music because you're always going to, I could have done this better. This sound, I want it louder. I didn't like this moment. So you get obsessive and you need to just say, okay. I'm done. With this album, the record label had to basically like like in slow.
Yeah,
But I'm happy with the result.
Listen to the album. It's worth your time. It's fantastic. Indómita, link below. Final thoughts?
And we covered it all.
How would you describe Indómita in English?
Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question.
Or we need city?
I would say
No, city no.
I
Alexa.
would say untamable. I would also say like not defined. You can't. It's like very much about no stereotypes, no boxes, and very much taking back control. I do get heartbreak too, but I think the overall vibe of the album, like the musicianship is crazy. So like the lyrics and the sonics, like they work together for each other in some moments, but in other moments they kind of are two separate things. So even on the saddest records, you don't feel like they're as sad as they are. Does that make sense?
No.
No? Sure.
She said
No,
nope.
explain it to me again.
Shit. No, now I got to try it again.
Try. I want to understand.
Okay. Why am I having such a hard time communicating this today?
You want to say it in Spanish?
I wish. See, I can understand almost fluently because my extended family's from Honduras, but I
Okay.
can't speak it. I used to speak it growing up. I think the album is freeing.
Mm-hmm.
I think this album is about not being able to be contained.
Yes.
Nobody defines you. You define yourself.
Exactly.
And I do believe that the sonics sometimes and the lyrics, a lot of times work together for each other, but in some ways could mean two different things.
Yes.
So the lyrics could be really,
Deep. And
Yes.
the music
is not.
is not. Okay, like disruptive.
Yes.
Like you think, like with the visuals, you think you're going to see something because the music sounds like you're going to see something and it's a completely different
Swords
thing.
and chainmail
I love
and
that.
shit.
I
Yes.
love that because I love doing something that is not obvious. It's not obvious. It's just disruptive. I think that's the word to define Indómita because you expect something, but the truth is you're not always going to have what you expect. And that's cool.
And that is you as an artist. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Please come back.
It went so fast. I thought, how am I going to last 1 hour in an interview in English? And now
You did a great job. Are you thinking in English or in Spanish?
in Spanish and I translate.
Really?
Imagine.
Holy
And I'm being fast with my answers, no?
Yeah.
Very.
Because in Spanish I speak so slow. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. People say, why you speak so slow? Like why, like fast? And in English, I'm being a little faster, no?
No, it's great. You're doing great. It's the right pacing.
It has more. How do you say mérito? Merit?
Merit?
No,
No.
merit is not. No.
Merit?
No, ¿cómo se dice mérito?
Like,
No, mérito. Like, it significa más. ¿Cómo se dice eso en inglés? Ayuda. It means more because
means more, yeah.
It means more because imagine my effort of thinking in Spanish and translating like Alexa
yeah.
in 1 second. Imagine my effort. So I'm thinking in Spanish and I translate like Alexa. I mean, Alexa is a little faster, but next time.
By the way, shameless plug. If you want to check out an Alexa Plus, Amazon.com/zachsang show. Thanks for hanging today. I appreciate
Thank you. I had so much fun.
You are same. You're incredibly special. Thanks for your time, your talent, your energy.
Thank you.
Belinda, everybody.